we have, I'm calling it Jubilee Weekend. I wanted to get like a fun name for it, so I asked AI to give me a creative name, and this is what it pumped out. I'm not gonna think that I was this creative, because I mean everyone's talking about it. I mean there's videos about it. Like I don't remember seeing videos last year about a recruiting weekend. I was like, yo, like shit's coming. And even before precast, Connor was like, it's gonna be big. And so like it's just at a point now, like I've been saying it's gonna be big, but at this point I'm like, well, what's going to happen? Besides just a lot of kids going to be there, are we going to get a commit? Is it just the fact of the sheer volume of talent that's going to be there? Is that what's making it big? Like, what is it, Connor? What are you hearing? What are your thoughts and opinion about it? Just talk to us. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, man. I think first and foremost, just sheer volume of talent that's going to be coming through Gainesville is as much or more than we've seen since really the Urban Meyer era. Um, June 2nd has 16 official visitors locked in right now, highlighted by five-star, well, depending on the site that you look at, five-star commits, Xavier Filsaime, DJ Lagway, and then, of course, the ever-talked-about Jeremiah Smith
Who?
will be on campus.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, who's that? Yeah, so he's going to be on campus. Florida, I actually wrote an article about a week ago about recruits to watch or recruits to know for the wide receiver position. Of course, you cannot write a piece like that without mentioning Jeremiah Smith. Um, and I say that to say this. I quoted one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite shows, The Office, and the great Michael Scott quoted Wayne Gretzky with himself
How
by
does Scott
saying,
feel about Bones going to Gar? Any rumors about
"You miss
this?
100% of the shots you don't take." Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. So Florida is 100% taking their shot with Jeremiah Smith. Now, whether that turns into anything, that remains to be seen. But obviously, they've got, and I'll just go down the list to kind of drum up some excitement. You've got Jordan Ross, who's an edge from Alabama that Florida has made up a lot of ground on. Jonathan Eccles, who is an athlete that's committed to Tennessee from IMG Academy. His sister actually plays softball at the University of Florida. And then, of course, you have Jamari Howard, Chris Jones, LJ McCray, all guys that Florida has a really good shot at. Chris Jones is somebody that I think...
What do you think of Dylan Evans, Jamari Howard, Ethan
Sorry,
Callaway,
it's like
and Chris Jones?
I'm hearing that in my ear,
Seinfeld?
and it's kind of messing with me a little bit.
Yeah.
But Chris Jones is somebody that I think could pull himself off the market during his official visit. Another fantastic linebacker in a fantastic class. And then, of course, you have Dalen Evans, Jalen Crawford, Ethan Callaway, DeAndre Robinson, my guy Isaiah Williams, local product Kendall Jackson, and then defensive tackle from IMG Academy, Jaden Jackson, who I'm a big fan of and think is very underrated. So Jubilee weekend is going to be packed. And I think you could see a commit or two from that weekend. I think with Florida using 40 official visits during the month of June, which is very ambitious because you only get, I think it's about 56 or 58 official visits for an entire cycle that you can use for prospects. So for you to use approximately 75% of those in the month of June, you have to be able to hit on these kids. You have to close. So I think if they're doing this, they feel pretty good. And I think you have to end the month of June with somewhere around 13 to 15 commitments. So that means
on top of what we already have.
On top of what? No. In total.
Okay, so about five to six more then.
So you're talking 5 to 7 more commitments over the course of the next month. And if that does indeed happen, you're talking about a very, very good class going into the summer. And
Friday Night Lights, which I've been
should be up there in the top 5